to the beat. When the music's not on, I'm still tapping my feet till the blast of my song and the press and repeat. Ska. And I can still remember when I first pressed play. Mom always told me that I had it too loud, forgetting everything and making music all day. Got my feet in the sand and my head in the clouds, saying everything can change, you just gotta press play. That's my soul language. Everything can change, you just gotta press play. That's my soul language.
Soul language.
Soul language.
You would be sitting there thinking, what in the world does soul language mean?
Rhode Island in the winter, I started surfing here like 10 years ago, or I guess 8 years ago. And, at first you don't even think it's possible that you could surf in the winter in New England. And people still say that to me all the time, and that's what I thought.
Winter is probably a special time. It's also pretty beautiful when you get out there and it snows, and you have the snow following, the waves coming in, and it's nice and clean and it's quiet.
Yeah, the best part about New England is we get to surf by ourselves. Like today, I just got out of the water and there's no one anywhere on the beach. It was perfect, waist high, peeling off. And in the summer or in California, there would have been like 300 of your best friends out in the water. But here, there was just nobody out. It's just the water's cold and the air's cold, but it's worth it.
The fact that you're sitting in the ocean, it's 20 degrees, the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour, it's 38-degree water, and you're not dying. You should be dead in like a couple minutes out there, but instead you're sitting there comfortable, warm most of the time if you have good gear.
Winter surfing in Rhode Island we have some of the better conditions to deal with compared to the rest of the East Coast. You can go to one side or the other and it's offshore.
Rhode Island's got such a variety of setups, so you can pretty much get clean conditions as long as there's swell in the water on pretty much every wind. I think every wind, maybe south you can't, but it's just a matter of finding the spot and a matter of having enough swell, because being on the East Coast, it's all about having swell. That's what we're starved for, swell, so it's all about that, and that's why everybody's out when it's blowing 40 miles an hour, because there's swell in the water, and if there's swell in the water, we're gonna be out searching for a spot that'll handle the wind.
We light it up. We light it up. I said I've been around the world, all these places that I go, all these people that I meet and all these things I've been told. They say the more that you learn, it's the less that you know. We light it up. We light it up. I said I've been around the world, all these places that I go, all these people that I meet and all these things I've been told. They say the more that you learn, it's the less that you know. We light it up. We light it up. Hey yo, I'm out in Costa Rica with a match and a candle, sipping on Casi, getting drunk in my sandals. It's a different kind of booze, they don't sell it in handles. You can get drunk off the fumes, just the smell you can't handle. I met this kid Ryan, he up on the beach. He was from Rhode Island and I could tell by his speech. He says he moved after high school, he heard it was cheap. He bought them $20 ounces, throw them up in the leaf. Surf away half the day, sleep the rest on the beach. Throw away the fast life, yeah, it's resting in peace. It ain't a question if he was something destined to be. We already made it, bro, and once you know it's setting you free. It put me in the moment, that's why I'm in love with the weed. And Dominican with some mangoes, that's where I should be. We took a ride through the mangroves, he said there's no fee as long as we light it up. I said I've been around the world, all these places that I go, all these people that I meet and all these things I've been told. They say the more that you learn, it's the less.
I started making boards probably in 1970. I started stripping old longboards that weren't worth like $10. When I had a shop, I started making a few boards and kept on doing it. And when I closed the shop, I opened up Levy Surf Designs full time and do ding repairs and make stand-up paddleboards, surfboards, knee boards. Mostly in the summertime, I like stand-up paddleboarding when the waves are small and just go for a paddle, and then we can grab a couple waves at the town beach. And you really have fun, and it's good exercise. I do it mainly to stay in shape for surfing, so when hurricane season comes around, I can still paddle my little surfboards and catch some waves.
I love paddling in Rhode Island for a number of reasons. I love the rocky coastlines of Newport. I love the estuaries that weave in and out. And every time you head out, there's all these new nooks and crannies that you kind of run into. So exploring becomes kind of unique every day depending on where you go. Sometimes I'll drive for an hour and a half and I'll show up and I'll get some great waves, and other times I'll show up and I'll kind of get shut out. So it's really my passion that kind of keeps me going with surfing, for sure.